What is up, everybody? SteelFlex45 here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. I don't really remember where we are at. I know we just got to Edgewater, so I'm just gonna follow this marker. So there's like this little icon that appears at the bottom of their name. I wonder if it means like they're hostile, or I don't know. Oh, steel. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Schedule yours, blah blah blah, nothing.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the boss in town.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Oh, should I be wearing the Spacer's Choice uniform? Think you may have the wrong idea about uniform. What are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I know, y'all are being rude to me. My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer.
Oh.
Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
Right.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Nice. That'll be perfect, actually. Let me guess. You want me to do something for you before you'll help me? Yes.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Fair?
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Oh, good. So when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Yeah? Surprised I never would have guessed. Right. I mean, Marauders. Marauders aren't people. Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters. Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help.
My
you.
dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Well,
You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so...
I
I'm
have
all
none
set.
of that.
Well, I am
Good.
glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companions. You've gained a companion. There are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills and increase your carrying capacity. You can also you can unlock special companion. Ooh, nice, cool. Companion ledger. I don't like this guy. He seems fishy, but I will play along. You know, I'm gonna go for the whole mercenary route. Because I don't really know who's good and who's bad, but based on my judgment, I'm just gonna go about it like that.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Yeah, right. This is about the deserters. What's on the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah, for real. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got some issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to Vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
Alright. Couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. So we got 2 objectives. Let's go to the east side of town.
Here. It's too clear.
Yes, you.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
That one. Parvati wanted me to talk to you. But Parvati, yeah.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Sounds like a good of me. Is it even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Alright. Say no more. Let's get out of here. So, what else do we need to do? Okay, botanical lab, right? I honestly don't know what I'm doing. We'll see. Oh, that is just stunning. Okay, Emeraldville region. So where am I supposed to go? Alright, let's go that way. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god. Dude. This world's unreal. Successful attack while inflicting... Okay, well, where's the enemy? Oh. What's over here?
Incoming!
What? Oh.
Nice one!
Okay. Oh, hey. It's gonna be okay, you guys. It's gonna be okay. I got this time. Don't worry about me. I'm not gonna die. I was just too enveloped by the scenery. Use my shovel. No, here. Use my saber. Spacer's Choice saber. Wakey, wakey. That's right. Payback. All right. I don't know what any of this stuff does, but I will figure it out eventually. Oh, what's up, dudes? When you have ranged enemies, use range weapons. Well, maybe there's something over here that I can use.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Yeah, well, can I go to this workbench here? Okay, so what I could do. So I'm gonna hit him with the 1-2.
Okay, here we go!
Dang, this thing's powerful. Okay. Okay. Of course. I forget that healing is a thing. Francis. Nice, nice, nice. Keep going, keep going. Suck it! Get in there. Oh. Okay. Woo! We did it. Well, I'm glad I have more ammo now. I wasted all my ammo on that. Little altercation. I also forgot where, like, I had my melee key binding on my freaking mouse button. So that's why I was, like, trying to hit him, but I couldn't. I don't know where to go. There's so much to explore. But I do need more ammo. Oh, this is the town that they were talking about. Are you guys good? Oh, no, you guys aren't. But, oh, what did I get myself into? Oh, I have no ammo. That's why. It's great. It's great. It's fantastic. Fantastic. It's great. We're good. We're fantastic. Let me just slice you. It's sliced to meet you. Okay. All right. I like this little weapon guy here. Okay. I see that we can't just be running into these things all willy-nilly.
You hiding?
Oh.
Look out!
Oh. He saw me. Hey, hey, hey. I should have run back. I should have ran 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 back. I'm ran back. Alrighty. Should ran. This is literally so terrible. Easy. So terrible. Let's take it slowly.
We did it!
Yeah, barely. Your ass is practically dead. Yeah, let's just go inside. Mantiqueen examined. Oh dear, that does not look good at all. Good cartridge. Hoarding. Alright, let's get out of here now. I think I've exhausted everything. So there was a lot of unnecessary fighting and a lot of unnecessary walking around because I was hoarding, and then now I'm overcumbered again. I actually gotta watch what I pick up now, so don't keep picking up random things. Wow, this game is just so pretty. There's just so much to the environment. Like, there's all of the environment. Like, it's just wow. Okay, I finally made it to the botanical lab after 9 years of skirmishing.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously run a tight ship.
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago.
Yeah,
Just up
so
and vanished
rude.
without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go looking for her. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Oh god, it's so bad. Don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Where can I find
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Alright. Who are you?
gosh.
Adelaide.
It's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You just rhymed. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you. Is this your greenhouse? Looks like you've made a home for yourself. Yeah, I'll do this one.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Well, you're living off the power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. You're leaving out power that belongs to the town. Yeah, pretty much.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator, and I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Well, I'm not a hero, but... Yes.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
Fair. What have you got against the town,
You've
though?
seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living
Blah,
off
blah,
whatever...
blah. I know your position.
You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father...
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You made your point clear. See what you could do. I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me. I mean, yeah.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me.
It really
I'm
was.
sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your...
Blah, blah. Alright. So I'll be nice. I'll go ahead and divert power away from the town, Edgewater, and to this town. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite me, but I'm still gonna steal all your shit. I just want the power regulator. Well, I'm gonna leave this game right here. This game has been a wild ride. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Bye-bye.